Be me 28M. Work as a senior UX designer for a fintech startup in Seattle. Office is a converted warehouse. Exposed brick, neon signs with ironic slogans. We have kombucha on tap and a meditation room that nobody uses. Company culture is aggressively progressive. Pronouns in bio are mandatory. Slack channels dedicated to calling out microaggressions. I am a chameleon, politically moderate, maybe a bit cynical, but at work, I am the ultimate ally. I nod, I agree. I memorize the terminology of the week. It's a survival mechanism. Keep my head down, collect the paycheck, go home to my cat. Enter Maya, 27F, head of brand strategy. She is the sun around which the office orbits. Master's degree from an Ivy League. Sharp glasses, oversized blazers, Doc Martens. She is terrifyingly intelligent and effortlessly beautiful. Intimidating aura of moral superiority. She can deconstruct a sandwich into a problematic colonial narrative in under 30 seconds. I am hopelessly, pathetically in love with her. It's the classic moth-to-flame dynamic. I know she would destroy me, but I can't look away. We fall into a work-spouse dynamic. Strictly platonic on her end, torture on mine. I am her safe space. She comes to my desk at 10 a.m. every day with an oat milk latte. Anon, you will not believe what Chad from sales just said. I spin my chair around. What did he do now? I perform the outrage. I validate her feelings. I listen to her rant about the patriarchy, the male gaze, the emotional labor she has to do. I nod and say things like, that's so toxic, and you shouldn't have to deal with that. I am the perfect, nice guy. I think that if I am respectful enough, feminist enough, safe enough, she will eventually see me. She will realize that I am the partner she describes in her theoretical essays. She tells me about her dating life. It is a train wreck. She dates soft boys and indie bands who ghost her. She dates male feminists who turn out to be polyamorous and gaslight her. I just want a man who respects my autonomy but can also hold space for my trauma, she sighs. You deserve that, Maya. I say, wanting to scream, I am right here. You're such a good friend, Anon. Why are men trash? I laugh weakly. Yeah, trash. Q3 rolls around. Big project, Project Equinox. Rebranding the entire app interface. Maya is the lead. I'm doing the UX. Stakeholders are old boomer investors who hate her vision. She is stressed out of her mind, working 14-hour days. I start staying late with her, just finishing up some wireframes. I lie. I order us dinner. Thai food, vegan, gluten-free, ethically sourced. We eat on the floor of the conference room at 9 p.m. She opens up to me, talks about her anxiety, her pressure to be perfect, her loneliness. I see the cracks in the girl boss armor. She is soft, vulnerable. I feel closer to her than ever. One night, our hands brush while reaching for a dumpling. She looks at me, eyes tired but warm. I don't know what I'd do without you, Anon. You're the only one who gets it. My heart does a backflip. This is it. The strategy is working. I'm wearing her down with kindness and respect. Then management hires a consultant. They want to optimize workflow efficiency. Enter Brock, 34M, operations specialist. Ex-military logistics. 64, built like a brick shithouse. Buzzcut generic polo shirts, chinos. Drives a massive pickup truck that takes up 2 compact spots. He is the antithesis of our company culture. He uses words like manpower and bandwidth unironically. He eats steak out of a Tupperware container during meetings. He doesn't have pronouns in his email signature. Maya hates him instantly. He is a relic of toxic masculinity. She messages me on Slack. He interrupted me 3 times in the stand-up. He mansplained the supply chain to me. I join in, eager to please. Total caveman, I type back. Probably listens to Joe Rogan. We bond over our mutual hatred of Brock. It becomes our favorite activity. Brock doesn't care. He walks around with a clipboard, firing incompetent freelancers. He is brutal, efficient, and direct. One day, he walks up to Maya's desk while I'm there. Maya, this brand deck is fluff, he says. No preamble. It's all buzzwords. It doesn't drive conversion. Redo slides 4 through 10. I need hard data by Friday. The office goes silent. Nobody talks to Maya like that. She stands up fuming. Excuse me, I have a master's in. I don't care about your degree, Brock interrupts, voice flat. I care about the bottom line. Friday. He walks away. Maya is shaking. I rush to her defense. Are you okay? That was abusive. I can go to HR right now. I'm fine, she snaps. She's staring at his retreating back. Her eyes are wide. She looks and flushed. I misread it as Ray. He's just threatened by a powerful woman, I soothe. He can't handle your intellect. She doesn't answer. She sits down and starts redoing the slides. Things start to shift. Subtly at first. Maya stops complaining about Brock. She becomes quieter in meetings. She starts dressing differently. Less art school professor, more secretary pinup, tighter skirts, heels, lipstick on a Tuesday. I ask her for lunch. Can't busy, she says, not looking up. I check her calendar. Strategy sync with Brock. Every day at 12:30. I tell myself they are warring. She is fighting the good fight, dismantling his worldview. One afternoon, I walk past the glass conference room. They are in there. Brock is sitting at the head of the table, leaning back, legs spread. Maya is standing next to him, pointing at a screen. He says something low. She laughs. Not her polite corporate laugh. A real breathy laugh. She touches her hair. She leans in. I feel a cold dread in my stomach. No, it's impossible. He represents everything she stands against. He is the patriarchy. She is the resistance. Company holiday party. Rented out a fancy rooftop bar. Open bar, DJ playing lo-fi beats. I wear my best slim-fit navy suit. I have a plan. Tonight is the night I confess. I'm going to tell her that I see her, the real her. I spot her across the room. She looks incredible. Black velvet dress slid up the thigh. She is surrounded by her usual court of orbiters. Male feminists nodding along to her critique of the cocktail menu. I start to make my way over. Then Brock arrives. He is not wearing a suit. Black button-down, sleeves rolled up, dark jeans, boots. He looks like he just walked off a ranch. He walks straight to the bar, gets a whiskey neat, turns around, locks eyes with Maya. She stops talking mid-sentence. She literally abandons her sentence. "Excuse me," she says to her orbiters. She walks over to Brock. They don't touch, but the air between them crackles. He says something in her ear. She blushes, a deep crimson flush I have never seen in 3 years. They finish their drinks in silence. They leave together. It's 9:30 p.m. I stand there holding my craft gin and tonic. My soul leaves my body. I drink until I can't feel my face. Uber home, stare at the wall. The next few weeks are torture. I become a digital stalker, checking her stories, her location. Nothing, but in the office, the change is undeniable. Maya is glowing. She stops arguing with the CEO. She stops posting infographics. She leaves at 5 p.m. sharp every day. I try to bait her into a political debate. "Did you see that article about the wage gap?" She shrugs. "Yeah, terrible. Anyway, have you tried that new steakhouse downtown?" Steakhouse? She's been vegan since 2018. One evening I stay late. I need to know. I see Brock's truck in the lot. I walk past his office. Door closed, blinds drawn, but a crack of light shows. I look. I am a creep, but I look. Maya is sitting on his desk. Brock is standing between her legs. His hands are heavy on her waist. Possessive, dominant. She has her arms around his neck, looking up at him like he hung the moon. "I finished the report you asked for," she whispers. I can hear them through the vent. "Good girl," he rumbles. My blood turns to ice. Good girl. This is the woman who wrote a manifesto on infantilizing language in the workplace. "Did I do a good job?" she asks, voice trembling. "You did. I'm taking you to dinner. Get your coat." "Yes, sir." She hops off the desk and grabs her coat. She looks happier than I have ever seen her. She looks completely at peace. I run to the bathroom and dry heave. It's all a lie. The theory, the politics, the rage. It was just a placeholder. She didn't want a partner. She wanted a master. I confront her a week later. My bitterness boils over. We are in the break room. "You seem different," I say, voice dripping with sarcasm. I feel great anon, just focusing on myself. "Is yourself the name of the consultant?" She freezes, turns to look at me, eyes cold. "Excuse me." "I know, Maya, I saw you leave with him. I know what you're doing." She drops the act, leans against the counter, crosses her arms. So he's everything you hate. He's a conservative meathead. He disrespects you. He doesn't care about your intellect. She laughs, a cruel pitying sound. "You don't get it, do you?" "What don't I get? That you're a hypocrite." She steps closer. "I spend all day making decisions. I spend all day fighting. I spend all day being the boss. When I go home, I don't want to debate ethics. I don't want to decide what's for dinner. I don't want to talk about my feelings for 3 hours." She looks me dead in the eye. "I want to be taken care of." Brock doesn't ask for permission. He just leads. "I respect you," I shout, voice cracking. "I treat you like an equal." "I know," she says softly, "and that's why you're exhausting." Exhausting. The word hits me like a physical blow. You're always walking on eggshells, anon, trying to say the right thing. It's performative, it's weak. Brock is authentic, it's refreshing. She walks out, leaves me standing there with my ethically sourced coffee. I realize I was performing her ideology better than she was. I was the true believer. She was just waiting for a day off. 3 months later, Brock's contract ends. He gets a job in Texas, managing logistics for an oil field. Maya quits. 2 weeks notice, no fanfare. She moves to Texas with him. I check her Instagram one last time. Profile picture updated. Her and Brock on a porch. She's wearing a floral sundress and cowboy boots, holding a burger. Caption: New beginnings, Texas trad life. The comments are full of her old friends asking if she's okay. She ignores them. She replies to Brock's comment with a heart emoji. I am still at the startup. I got promoted. I am now the head of diversity and inclusion. I sit at her old desk. I organize the workshops. I lecture the interns on microaggressions. I police the language. I am the high priest of a religion whose goddess turned out to be an atheist. The new interns look at me with admiration. They think I'm such a good guy. They think I'm a safe space. I smile and nod. Inside I am dead. I miss her, but I realize I never really knew her. I was in love with a syllabus. The real woman is in Texas, cooking steak for a man who never read a theory book in his life, and she's never been happier. I played the game perfectly, and I lost to a guy who didn't even know the rules.